Let's see how we look here.
Okay, so the game's coming through. And let's just do some audio checks. Let me just close the store real quick.
I'm going to open it up in... So... I hate when Google Capture trolls you and it's like you've been doing like street signs for 2 challenges and then you see a bunch of street signs in the next one and you look up and it says cars and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, for real though. Okay, check. Let's look at the YouTubing.
I see the stream. You have the wait window, starting soon window up, right?
Mm-hmm. I just swapped it real quickly. Yeah, I'm not gonna full screen the game because it's not a full screen window game.
It sounds okay to me.
You sound good. Game because it's not a full screen window game.
It sounds okay to me.
You sound good. Game. Okay, cool. Yeah, it sounds good. I just heard it. Closing. Porn track. Are you taking chat, guys? Are we taking chat? We're talking to chat. I'll try to keep the chat open so I can see what you guys are doing. This is John's chat. I have a different chat window open for my chat, but I don't have anybody that actually comes into it. I just coincidentally stream this on like 16 different platforms to, you know, spread the good word of Bitcoin, boys. Yes.
Okay, so let's see what do we have now. We have to build a team here. Okay, I have a team. You need to build a team, and then we need to connect.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up, channel?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? I think we're starting.
Let's start it up. All right. Yeah, guys, let us know. Give us feedback because we're kind of doing this. We just decided we're going to stream, and then we're kind of freeballing it a bit.
This music, though.
Yeah, for real, though. We can hear you nice. Excellent. Okay, so I have this chat open. I don't have the Exotica chat open. That's kind of what we need. Let me just open that real quickly. Exotica.
What's funny is you said you couldn't get full screen, and I can't get out of it.
Well, that's... Oh, really? Because, like, if you click out to a different window, it wouldn't... It makes...
Yeah, mine is, like, full screen no matter what. Oh, windowed. Okay, got it.
I am over 18. Only adults allowed. Okay. Tiffany streaming. Move over, Tiffany. We got a new kid on the block.
Did you make a team yet?
No, I don't. I'm still in the main menu.
We can't play together until you make a team. And the way you make a team is you click on one of the icon faces, and then you click on the box you want to put it in. There's no dragging.
This is definitely about Bitcoin, guys. Hey, you guys are going to play blockchain-related video games. Yeah, there's only 2 blockchain-related video games, and neither of us own them. So.
Yeah, we talked about that before the show. We were like, yeah, we should really try to find whatever games are out there. So we'll try to set up for future episodes where we do stuff like, I don't know, augmenters or spells of Genesis, maybe CryptoKitties, except I'm not buying any Ethereum.
Yeah, if you guys want to donate anything to the stream for us to play, like, well, then yeah, all in on that. But otherwise, like, it's really debatable how much we're going to spend on bullshit CryptoKitties. And by debatable, we're not debating it. Click a Microgon and then click the slot to add them to your team. Okay, I want to be like the crazy yellow dude who's mad. Do I have to click multiple Microgons?
You have to fill the whole team, I think.
There's only like... Okay, whatever. I want the screw dude. I want the blue guy. I want all the green dudes. Alright, I have one team. Do I have to make another team?
No, I think just one, because then I was able to so go back to the main menu and click friend play,
Ah. Okay.
and then invite me.
It says waiting. How do I invite you? Oh, am I not in my friends list? Hold on. That's my bad.
I see you. I just invited you.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Rank. No. I mean, I saw the invite, but I don't see what I was supposed to do with it. Can you invite me again?
It's still open.
Wait, do it one more time. Invite me one more time.
Cancel. Invite. Invite. Done.
Are you inviting me off the Steam window?
No, I'm inviting you in the game. Yeah, but it pops up the Steam friend window.
Oh, I don't see that.
Do you have me muted again or something?
In the game?
In Steam or?
I don't think so. Maybe that's what it is. Wait, see if you're getting my friend request. Or no, I'm not even giving you one.
I'm not. Come on, man.
All right, yeah, my friend list doesn't even show up when I hit invite, and then when you hit invite, it just shows up in my. Oh, hold on. I got it. Why buy CryptoKitties when you can own Rare Pepes? You know some. Well.
But you can't play Rare Pepe.
Yeah, you can't play Rare Pepe. Rare Pepe. CryptoKitties isn't
Wait,
a.
Can you play CryptoKitties? Like.
Yeah, if I can,
like...
breed a CryptoKitty, so that means there's a game involved.
Okay, what the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know. Going first. Oh, this is a time-based. Are we on the same team or something?
I think we're playing against each other.
Okay. You must discard 2 Microgons?
Okay, I'll discard 2. This little fluffy dude and this one. Now how do I discard them? Lock. Okay. Place Microgons anywhere in the back 2 rows.
Okay.
Oh, you're so wrecked.
You're wrecked.
Lock. Okay, your turn. No? Yeah.
What is
All right,
this
so what do you want to
game?
talk about?
This is crazy.
It's like chess, I think.
I want to play CryptoKitties. What the fuck is this game? Can I play?
How did you move that little guy? How did you do that?
I'm just hitting my. I'm clicking once and clicking again. And then end turn, I guess? I don't know what the
I
fuck
had to wait for you, that's what it was.
Yeah, it's a turn-based thing. So I guess I'll say something and then you say something.
So yeah, start it off, man.
I'm actually just going off what the chat's saying, because the chat's saying a lot. There's really a lot here. After I researched Dr. Craig saying this shit freaked out, and then he had balls claim. Oh, actually, no, I don't know what these people are saying.
Fuck B-Trash. I dumped it all. You're ruined, Roger. Yeah, so that's we haven't talked about that.
Oh yeah, let's talk about yes.
Man, I'm telling you, like that was like
you blew up.
Everybody wanted it to be so good. Everybody was like, oh, every time somebody interviews Roger, he gets away and blah blah blah. And so like I was like trying to prepare, and I was like right before the show, I was like preparing like it was a boxing match. Like I was like breathing and meditating and like, all right, man, this has to be good. I can't fuck this up. Everybody's gonna be disappointed. And then he just like handed it to me, and it was like, oh my god, like I just felt blessed.
I think you have to end your turn.
Oh shit.
Okay, all right. I don't know what the penalty is though. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in this game, but I kind of like it.
But yeah, and then, you know, Roger just, I wasn't even I swear I was not saying cash on purpose.
Really?
like somebody did a cut up video of me and how many times I
It's true. No, and then that, like, I'll give that to you.
So
like,
many times.
I think you were being really respectful. He was like just waiting for you to say it the whole time, and like you really weren't saying it.
I don't know, man.
What is your take on Roger and friend possibly buying enough BTC miners on top of those they already have in their pocket do a 51% attack?
All right, so
That's
I'm
not gonna
preparing. I'm gonna be doing like a blog post. Well, I haven't done one in a while, but I mentioned in the interview they're able that one of the problems with Bitcoin Cash, Bcash, sorry,
happen.
is how when they implemented it, they reset the difficulty level, and this actually really affects their ability to exploit the currency. And I'm still parsing through understanding it, but I have most of it like mapped out, so I'm gonna write it all out.
Well, that means whoever mined it first. I mean, this is kind of the same thing that happened with Bitcoin Gold. Whoever mines it first increases the difficulty level. Anybody trying to mine it afterwards is
No,
gonna have a
it's
problem.
way worse than that. It's way worse than that.
Well, I mean, they're just getting a corner of the market, really.
They have such a corner. It's
Yeah.
like ridiculous.
I know.
I'm basically going to explore all the ways that they've designed this coin to specifically just reap profits off people.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you map it out for people to understand, it'll help out for sure.
Everything from ASIC boost to block withholding, malleability, EDA, all this shit. It just makes it so miners can just come in, reap whatever liquidity people are willing to give them, back out when it's not worth it, and then come back in. And it's just like, it's just a machine for taking money from people. Oh,
Yeah,
my turn again.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yours turn.
I'm just gonna keep punching you in the face.
Oh, you punched me? I didn't even know you punched me the first time. Oh, I'm gonna fuck that little dude up, yo. He's got to get gangbanged, bro. Yo, fuck this dude, yo. Knock him out.
I didn't realize. All right. My turn again?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
All right, let's bring out the big guns.
The yellow paper to Ethereum on GitHub. Is that a real thing? Yellow paper? The brown papers.
I haven't read anything like technical about Ethereum in years. Like when they did the initial ICO thing, I looked into it, but
How did you kill my dude?
I used the big guns.
Did you corn? Oh, did you come all the way from in behind? Or
He was,
whatever?
yeah, I came from the back. He was already low.
Damn.
And I'm done. Yeah, and then so now Roger's doing all this damage control. He's got like, dude, there are people that respond to every single YouTube comment, every single positive YouTube comment, like every single one. There's like 1,000 comments. Or
Oh,
more.
this is like a queen. It goes diagonal. Holy shit, bro.
They respond with a link to a favorable RBTC post. And so like I have to go through and filter these out as spam, and I accidentally delete real comments and people get mad at me. So this is how they like frustrate everybody and waste their time by just like attacking you with all these fucking socks.
Well, see, like I don't know how much Rare really pays for that. I feel like people really are just stupid.
It's possible. I mean, in the end,
I think it's a combination
The only way you're
of
ever going
two.
to catch Rare doing it is if somebody defects, you know, if one of his people or one of his marketing people, you know, leaks info. So, you know, I don't know.
Or if someone, someone needs to figure out like trace his account to buying some shit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go dox Via or anything like that, guys, but you know.
What else happened this week? Bitcoin fucking mooned hard.
Yeah, I'm like so skeptical. I asked you that day. I was like, "Yo, is this a dip?" And you were like, "Man, I don't fucking know."
It's like every dip is bought. Even today, we had a huge dip. Went from 11,800 or something to 10,200. It's a pretty good dip.
I mean, I don't know, man. I want to get in, but I just feel like as fast as this is going up, it's just gonna come right down. To me, it's just more of an argument for Monero. I know I always pump this shit, but it's like I kind of like the steady increase of Monero. Like I'm comfortable with that. Like I'm not really like interested in like betting on Bitcoin when you have people like Roger Ver have such a significant impact on the community overall.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that, but like people have been saying that all year, man. Like,
I agree. I totally agree. I don't know if it's good logic, like good reasoning.
Oh my God, it's 1,000. It's gonna go back to 500. Oh my God, it's 2,000. It's gonna go back to 1,000. It's like it never goes back.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's not. I probably am wrong.
Are you over here beating up my dude?
I'm about to fuck him up, dude. Don't hurt him. Oh, you about to get it, guy.
I only get 2 moves, right?
I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna kill my dude.
Damn right, I'm gonna kill your dude.
You hit him twice? I didn't know you could do that.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but like, I'm ganging up on your dudes. This fucking music is so good. What? Your turn. Get him out of here. This game is over. This song is over.
Oh, this guy's in chat saying he has a local Bitcoin ATM that's stuck at 8,700, and he's been loading it up with cash. Good for you, man.
What do you mean it's stuck at 8,700?
I think that it's not updating to the current price, and he's buying. I don't know how he's buying cheap Bitcoins. Something's gonna give, but.
Oh, that's why I never even thought of that. What a trade! What a great trade, fucking to be in. Holy damn.
Yeah. One thing I was thinking about today, it's like the percentages sound nice, but like you say, what a trade, right? But like, it's still, you're not going to get a whole Bitcoin. You know, like people aren't going to put in $8,000, $9,000 and to make $2,000. Not everybody has that kind of money.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
To pull that arbitrage, you know.
Well, that's the. I mean, and that's another point for like the shittier cryptocurrencies, that it's easier to get in. Like you can. There's less of a transaction cost of the whole thing. Whatever. Proportionally,
I mean,
for smaller investments. Yeah.
Like you can still do it at smaller scales.
Yeah.
But it's just funny when you start it's hard to get out of the mindset of like a whole Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean I understand it too. Like it doesn't matter. Like if Bitcoin's going up, buy now. It doesn't matter. I'm not making this crazy bet that Bitcoin's just gonna go up indefinitely, but I might be fucking wrong. Like I'm very willing to like make that call, but like I don't know if I feel comfortable like all in on this shit. And I don't really have money to all in on. Like the only way I've really got into cryptocurrency was because like, you know, I was just doing some mining. I have some crypto and that appreciated in value. It's not like I'm not that financially responsible, sadly. I'd like to be, and Bitcoin kind of taught me more about that, but that's, you know, that's kind of the magic of Bitcoin.
I don't know, it's kind of everybody is doing the same thing. I think people have a really hard time holding Bitcoins, and that's why the price keeps going up, is they keep selling them at a profit and being like, oh shit, I have less Bitcoins now, and it keeps going up, and they keep buying back in at a higher price. Because the faith in Bitcoin is not going away. It's just that people, they sell like, and they feel like it's okay, and then they're like, oh man, I can't, the dip didn't come, you know?
My friend just sent me a picture of a bunch of these like knives on a stove.
Arliss Jansen is asking for the tip jar address. We don't have a tip jar officially for us yet, but if you wanted, you could watch us on Exotica and you could deposit coin there and tip us. Otherwise, we'll try to add that to the channel in the future if you guys want to tip.
I can throw
we'll find ways to use the money to buy games and stuff. We won't. I personally am not trying to profit off this, but if we have a budget, we'll use it.
If you want to throw my links in, because I like on my channel, it has a bunch of donation information. Not that you guys need to go do that or anything like that, but like I could put it on this channel or whatever and put it towards the show. Whatever, however you guys want to do that. If you want to do that, John, I don't know. But that stuff can be taken care of if people are willing to do that. Also, I could just throw up an address.
Actually, I'm gonna make an address right now.
Yeah, just do a Bitcoin address and make it easy for people.
And I'll just name it by bit, and then I'll know when people put into it.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Arliss Johnson.
And now you're contractually obligated to give us money, so thank you.
So what else happened this week? We have Bitcoin mooning. We have Roger Ver rage.
That really is the height. I mean, I wonder when the meme of Veer goes away. I don't know if it will at this point. Like, it's so funny because it's such a significant part of Bitcoin culture now. And that's exactly the opposite of what he wanted. Like, I felt bad. I really did feel bad. And people are like, yo, you don't feel bad. You don't need to. But,
yeah, I don't feel bad. I mean, he's been fucking harassing Bitcoin for years. And he went kind of all in this time with Bcash and putting his own money into it. And I hope it's like his last hurrah. We'll see.
I doubt it. I would bet $1 million he made over $1 million doing this. So
I still think he has less Bitcoins than when he started.
Maybe, but he probably has a shit ton of Bitcoin Cash, and the more that goes up, I mean, he's probably going to buy more Bitcoin or go back. I feel like the end play for Roger Ver is Bitcoin. Like, he knows this. Like, every time there's a threat of a fork, every time there's a threat of anything, he knows Bitcoin's going to go up overall. And so he probably plays the game of like, oh, yeah, guys, invest in this shit, because he knows how to play the market. Like, he understands like how to incentivize someone and then how to react to that incentivization and like profit off of it.
Oh, it's my turn.
I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. He seems like a really smart guy though, so I wouldn't put it past him.
He seems like a smart guy. Come on.
I mean, if he's able to, like, he's smart in the same sense that, like, and maybe I don't really want to get political right now, but like, you know, like, I don't consider Donald Trump a stupid person. He's the president of the United States, and a lot of people fucking hate him, but yet he still has this significant mantle that, like, you have to respect. So it's like, I mean, whether or not you respect him, he's still the president of the United States. He has a lot of power. Veer's kind of the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, he's managed to put himself in a situation where he demands respect, and he's entitled to it.
I don't believe in demanding respect. Respect is earned, and I don't care how much power you think you have.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think he's a stupid person because of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, he's very smart because of it.
He's willing to say anything, and he doesn't care about being a hypocrite. So it's like really hard to gauge his intelligence, because if it's all a show, then you'll never get to see the real him. Oh, you can diagonal attack.
I'm going all up in this shit right now.
And you lied to me, man. You can do more than 2.
I don't know. I think it's 2 or 3. There's like a. I just keep going until I can't do it anymore. I don't know. You can go more than once. We got 51 people watching. That's hilarious. I should put the nicer stream. I need to set up the bit-by-bit.tv, so that's gonna happen soon. I was working on my shit, but I'm really.
I saw you made a shirt. Oh, let's talk about Monero Apparel.
Oh, if you want to.
I don't know.
I got shit. I'm kind of getting
some pretty cool shirts, like the Bcash sock, the Stubotica. It's obviously necessary.
I love that. I mean, I just like making the content, so it's fun. Like, it's like, it's just so funny.
Did you watch the Mike in Space episode that went out today?
Yeah. Like I said, I saw it beforehand too. But like, but yeah, no, it was like Mike in Space. That's like really good content. I'm so glad he like does that. I was talking to Mike in Space, and I don't know how much he really wants to mention this, but like he's not very public the fact that he makes this content. And I think it's so funny that, like, it's really good content, and it's probably some of the more significant stuff in the sphere, really. But like, he doesn't really kind of own up to it a bit. Let's put it like that.
What's good about it is how, like, inside. It's good and bad, but I think it's good. Is how inside jokey it is.
Yeah, you have to know what's going on.
You have to follow along Bitcoin to be able to get the joke.
There's a culture here, man. Like, there's a huge culture with Bitcoin. I like being a part of it.
Yeah, it's definitely a phenomenon of a community.
Watch, if you get all the way to the other side of my board, then like you win. And that's like the only thing you gotta do. Alright. Your turn.
I think that's why Twitter's so popular. Bitcoin and it's so like hype because we're all over the world, you know, and we don't really connect that well in real life. I mean, people have their Bitcoin meetups and there's the Bitcoin conferences, but people can't always afford to go out to these conferences and they're not that frequent. And the meetups are kind of lame a lot of the time. So everybody kind of connects online, and Twitter is just such a great way to like integrate everything in a way that's digestible.
God damn, I keep forgetting about this one dude in the back. I'm trying to move him in. I was about to say something and then I forgot because this game's actually kind of good.
Alright, I made it to the end and it didn't do anything.
Okay.
I'm disappointed.
Oh, yeah. I've been meaning to get this guy over here, my little screwball duder.
I think you're winning.
I'm getting all around this dude.
Florida Bitcoiner. Dante, is that you?
Yeah, that's Florida Bitcoiner, not our meetups. Oh, so that's what I want to talk about. I want to go to BTC Miami. Are you going to go to that?
I would love to, but that's really soon, isn't it?
It's in January. This is, I mean, that's so.
Yeah.
That's what, like, you were telling me to go to BTC Miami last year, and I was like, yo, I don't think I really understand Bitcoin or anything like that. And like, I'm kind of glad I didn't do it last year, because like, I didn't understand Bitcoin the way I do now. And like, I still don't understand it, but I would have been like way lost if I went to like the BTC meetup. I would have felt really weird.
It was more about the experience. I mean, that was a really fun That was a really fun conference because that was when Bitcoin Uncensored was like at its peak.
Yeah,
and they were like interviewing from the bathroom and shit. Like that was the days.
That's exactly. But we're past that, and I'm not ever gonna be a part of that, and I don't mind that either. Like, there's nothing I can really do about that.
You're a part of this.
Exactly. It's so weird that that's a part of history that's not really. It's over.
Yeah, it is really weird.
It's over.
It's sad. It's sad, but I'm over it, you know? Like,
I'm just getting over it now.
Yeah. Bitcoin Uncensored was awesome. I know, and that's actually, you know, losing that was part of what made me start doing content, you know? Like, I just kept feeling like I wanted that back and there was something missing and the people wanted it and, you know, the skeptical content, the scam busting or whatever. So I'm just trying to do my own.
So that's the thing. You kind of took that mantle. Well, I guess we could talk about that because you took the scam busting mantle. Like that's what you do now.
I didn't take it. Well,
you did it twice.
Let me be clear. Like this has always been how I've been in Bitcoin.
True that.
You know, I've been much more low key till now, but like literally the very first thing I did in Bitcoin was scam bust. Like the day I bought Bitcoin, the first thing I did was like, what the fuck's going on with Satoshi Dice, and trying to figure out like how he wasn't scamming people. And so like it's always been my charge. I don't know why, but but yeah, Bitcoin Uncensored going away was definitely more, you know, part of the spark that got me to start doing these interviews and shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I mean, I don't know if you really want to talk about this, but that's why I was making that criticism the other day, is because I still look to those people for, like, guidance, you could say. I don't want, like, oracleism, but, like, I still look to, like, Josh and Chris for, like, that type of, like, information, and it doesn't, you know, certain parties aren't really interested in making that shit anymore. But kind of go under that same guise.
They both still do make content. You know, Junseth has a podcast called Junseth's World on SoundCloud and wherever else podcasts are. And it's good. It's really long. I can never get through them, but it's good. I like Junseth. I like Dante. I like Sean. Like they have nice personalities. They're fun to listen to.
I always get through them.
Chris's show, I have trouble with. I don't know. It's just the topics are too away from Bitcoin for me usually. And it was their combo, man. Like them together was what it was. Like they balanced each other.
Yeah, they were super aggressive. That's my queen you're hitting.
Well, then
you calm that down.
Back in her throne. If you're scared.
You only get 2 turns.
I want more turns. Oh, so this week I'm going to be interviewing. I have a few leads on interviews, but one that I've already said yes is my next one is going to be with Peter Todd.
Oh wow!
I wanted to do someone reputable, so that way people aren't scared to talk to me. I know if I just keep tearing people new assholes that no one will come on my show.
Yeah.
So I want people to see that I never set out to trap Roger or trap Vinny. It was I did want to.
He trapped himself. Like that's like there's no. You weren't malicious at all. Like I mean, everybody knows your perspective on the matter, but like there was no malicious intent in that. Like anybody proclaiming that is the sock puppet type, if you want to put that. But I mean, obviously there wasn't. You were trying to get good content. And he made it exceptional content.
He handed it to me, man. At some point, I did it on purpose because the way he was behaving, it was basically like, hey, John, if you say Bcash one more time, we can like rage quit this interview whenever you want, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, and I picked up on it, and I didn't want him to quit because there was, a couple times where he was being bitchy about it, and I just wanted to like rage back at him. But I wanted to ask more questions. I knew that he wouldn't be able to handle, a dramatic conversation. So
he got upset.
But then I said it by mistake. I said it by mistake, and that was it. And once he started insulting me and insulting my business and whatever, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna make the most of this.
I think it's ironic that he would insult Exotica. And I know, so that's what it really was like. He obviously knows what your company is. You're about to kill my queen. What the fuck? Oh shit! I lost. Oh!
Why, Matt? Why are you posting Bitcoin addresses? Don't try to scam people.
What's going on?
I don't know. Okay, another game?
I think that may have been an accident. It's like, uh-oh. Didn't mean to post that in here. Yeah, definitely. Yo, this game is fun.
What happened with Vinny? Arliss, if you go to this channel, I did a similar interview with with Roger talking about SegWit2x and covering SegWit2x and why it was a bad idea and blah blah blah, and Vinny couldn't really rationalize why he supported it, and his reasons seemed pretty shady, and he ended up being wrong, so I'm happy about that.
Someone just said something I wanted to reply to. Oh yeah, no, but it's clear that he knew what Exotic is. Like he's a blockchain investor. For him not to consider your company, even if he doesn't agree with it, it doesn't make any sense.
I've had a number of people that have used Exotica since before I even was involved.
Yeah.
That feel pretty confident that Roger Ver has an Exotica account.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty confident that. I mean, he the way he said things, I was like, why do you sound like? Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. He sounded very self-conscious, but the first thing he does is make fun of it. Oh no, it's not frozen. Oh yeah, it is. But the first thing he does is make fun of the Exotica name, and like in a cute manner. But that's the first thing he does. You know what I mean?
It didn't even make sense. Like he was like, "How can you insult me? Wait a minute. How is Bcash you? Like,
yeah.
When did this become so personal? Like, I really didn't understand." I asked, I was like, why are you taking this personally? And he's like, well, would you take it personally if somebody called you honky or somebody stupid? I'm like, all of these things are actual insults.
Yeah.
Like, they're not, like, I said an abbreviation. What the fuck is your problem?
Yeah, it's just,
Okay, invite me again or something.
No, you have to invite me. I don't know why I can't invite you, but it's not working.
Okay, I invited you.
Thank you. Microgons. But your company is stupid because poor and you make less than $1 million a year. He doesn't know that.
I mean, to be clear, I never said what I make.
Yeah.
I never said. He has no idea what worth is or what I've done. He has no idea about my experience with businesses or investment or anything. And it wasn't the topic, so I didn't make it the topic.
Okay, so don't let the queen die again. Oh, you can place them anywhere on the back 2 rows.
Yeah, but it's not really that special.
It is. Because I was trying to space them out a bit.
Oh, and it puts the pawns in front of them.
Yeah.
Ah.
I was trying to put them like within like one space of each other, but you can move them anywhere. SJW style, or yep, looking for a way out interview because he didn't. Yeah, no, he just got upset. But like, I feel bad. Like, he puts himself in the situation. I don't know. I mean, does he not realize that like he's like this public figure and that you just can't like make crazy fucking claims like that, and that people are gonna like antagonize you?
I think he's used to being able to say whatever he and not being held accountable for it, because he doesn't mind being, like I said, he doesn't mind being a hypocrite. He doesn't mind because he never has to pay for it. He just keeps cycling and spamming more and more lies until some people believe him and he gets a little money from them. This is my opinion. I don't know this for a fact. And so to be and I wanted to hold him accountable, and I actually didn't think he'd let me. But it went okay. Is anyone talking in the exotic chat? Let's see. I think I closed it.
This is like super chess. This is like Japanese chess.
Okay. Yeah, this isn't so bad. It's pretty simple.
I don't mind that. I actually, like, I used to play chess really competitively when I was younger, so it's kind of funny. But you're rocking me right now, so.
So it's 3 turns, actually.
I think the first time it's 2, and after that it might be 3.
I did 3 the first time, too.
Really? Oh, I think I only went twice the first time.
Well, I don't know about most interviews. I'm not a journalist, debater. I'm not an expert. I'm just a dude that knows some things and has questions for other dudes and my own opinions about what they say. And if it turns into a debate,
one space,
and we break the rules, well, fuck your rules.
Digital collectibles. You mean like Bitcoin?
No, he means like CryptoKitties.
Yeah, I mean CryptoKitties, but I mean it's all the same to me. This is like I kind of whatever. You said you didn't really want to talk about this, so I'm not trying to go back to it. But like I kind of get this whole idea that like
it's fine. Talk about it.
Like the whole archetypes thing is like it's not.
Oh, so fill them in. So part of the, we talked about Bitcoin Uncensored. This was a show that a lot of people in a certain segment of Bitcoin community really loved watching, and it was 2 guys that were kind of like shock jocks that did critical content of people that were doing ICO scams or whatever kind of silly scams, whether they were scamming themselves or scamming the community. It was often hard to tell the difference. And then they kind of broke up, and part of the reason, which nobody really believes but the guy who said it, Chris, part of the reason is supposed to be that his partner pumped Rare Pepe cash, and I think somebody had given him some at some point, and then eventually and it went up, and he sold his Pepe cash and remodeled his kitchen or something, and they broke up over it. But then the show that Chris has started separately, he's doing what Devin feels is the same thing. Like he has these guys on his show. They're talking about their own version of a thing like Pepe Cash. He's not being critical of them.
It's not being that he's not being critical. It's like almost satire, and like I understand that. Like it's not. I get. His whole thing now is like, is it art or is it like science? Like what the fuck are we talking about now when we talk about Bitcoin? And like he wants to kind of like trivialize all this shit as like memery. Like when you look at $1, like is that just a meme? Like why is $1 valuable? Because you think like the face of $1 is like significant in culture, and that's like he's trying to like extrapolate all these like abstract meanings from everything, and it's just that's not what we used to go to like Bitcoin Uncensored for. And I get it. Like it's not like I don't get it, but like other people in the audience who haven't watched Bitcoin Uncensored for fucking like a year and a half and like are kind of new to the cryptosphere are coming into the chat like asking him questions, and he's not doing enough to kind of like safeguard these people. And maybe that's not his duty. But like I don't really agree with that, like personally. Like I don't want to see other people who like don't really get the joke having a misconception and then like him not taking any responsibility for pumping it. Like just if you're gonna be a scam, and like I kind of asked him too, and he's like, no, maybe I'm just a scammer. I'm like, okay, fine. If you're just a scammer and you're admitting it, then I don't care. But like just like let's make that distinction. Don't go under the Bitcoin Uncensored guise where it's like you were scam busters and now you're fucking scamming like random people and you think it's funny. Like you're doing it as a joke, and like I was telling him, like there's no fucking humor here. Like I understand the joke, I just don't think it's a funny thing that you're doing. You know what I mean?
Like, when you spend all your time undoing all meaning, like, you know, undefining things and being abstracting things, calling, you know, questionable behavior performance art. These are all things that people do to scam and to scam themselves. When you can remove meaning and you can blur meaning, it lets you be able to say and do whatever you want. And if people like it and if people believe it, they just kind of get sucked into stupidity. And I'm really not a fan of all that. You know, I'm more of a fan of the opposite, of actually finding definition, defining reality, figuring out what the hell is going on. So it's not really my cup of tea.
Yeah, I was surprised that, like, and I don't know if that's like how all the content works now. It's just like everything's kind of like this weird pump. Oh, I'm about to lose that little cross-duder. Damn it, you fucked me up. I can't kill this little guy. Oh, gotcha. Let's see here. Yeah, this game's good. But yeah, so I made that whole little, I dropped that episode of Altcoins Anonymous because of that. And then I was having issues with Coinbase too, which I thought was a good episode. I kind of wanted to actually just talk about that. Because I think Coinbase was manipulating the market a bit, and no one really talks about it.
You think Coinbase is manipulating the market?
So this is what happened. Like, I use Coinbase for Monero Apparel, but I don't hold on to Bitcoin. Like, it's if you pay me in Bitcoin, it just converts it over to cash, right? And so they have a thing called an automatic payout function on Coinbase. Now, what happened was that they called an unscheduled maintenance, and then they disabled everybody's automatic payout options and didn't tell anybody. So people were sitting on Bitcoin that they normally wouldn't be sitting on Bitcoin. Like, I had a couple $100s of Bitcoin where I wouldn't normally have that. You know what I mean? I should have cash. Yeah. And the price went down after that. So people were probably sitting on it more so and waiting for the price to go back up. You know what I mean? Like, you're not
getting... Or did you take a loss?
What?
Did you wait or did you take a loss?
Oh, I waited.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how long I wanted to wait for, you know what I mean? Like, and I wouldn't have been that upset even if I took a loss. Like, that at that point I was like, I guess I'm gambling. Whatever. You know what I mean? That wasn't what I was planning to do. Like, I don't really want to mix the business with, like, the whole, like, my speculation type of thing. Like, it's not supposed to be like that in the first place. Like, I'm not really trying to make significant cash off that. It's just, like, it just supports itself, and if I don't have to think about it, it's fine.
What was I going to ask? How is Monero Power doing? Are you getting some good orders?
Well, you guys have been pumping it, and that shit helps a bunch. So, yeah, it's been doing pretty good, actually.
Good.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate all the social media. Guys, check out MoneroApparel.com for all the latest meme shirts. But then I guess, like, for when I go back to this whole, like, archetype thing, like, am I a hypocrite for pumping Monero Apparel? Whereas, like, he's pumping it archetype, like, and I kind of see that, but, like, I'm not telling people to invest or, like, money in it. And he's also not saying that, too. Like, he's not blatantly saying, I support archetype. But, like, I wonder really what the difference is between my bullshit CryptoKitties and, like, this archetype thing and Pepe Cash. Like, are these things different? And are they even different from Bitcoin?
I think, first of all, when we're forgetting that, but when we say pumping, we're using it a little bit loose.
Well, we put everything
archetype. He's allowing them a platform
exactly
to promote crappy shit.
We're talking about everything in context.
There's a big difference there. When you talk about Monero Apparel, it's not that as bit by bit we're giving you a platform or something like that. You are bit by bit, and so if you talk about your own business, fine.
Well, I mean, what if he's archetype though? What if he's part of archetype? Is it okay then if he pumps archetype?
No, because it's still shit. Your business is real. My business is real. You know, like we're actually we exist. We have revenue. We have employees, services. You know, we have a platform. Your business is real. You create designs. You know, you ship these shirts to people, and they get a product. Like, these are all real things. They have real value.
Man, I kind of get this idea though. Like, it's not. I just don't. Like, I don't think it's funny to, like, be serious about it. Like, if it's like a 5-minute, like, hey, like, look at this idea we came up with, bullshit archetype, like, don't actually buy this, that's fine. But when you take it seriously, it becomes an issue to me. It's not, and, like, I understand that there's not really much of a difference as like in this abstract sphere of things, but, like, there's no development that goes into archetype. there actually was development that goes into Pepe Cash to some degree. You know what I mean? Like Pepe Cash was this weird phenomena where like it kind of did organize itself. Maybe there was, you know, bad actors or people kind of like took a role.
But nobody was ever criticizing Pepe Cash. The criticism with all that drama of the fact that he talked about Pepe Cash while holding some. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, are you not allowed to like get like if this guy sends us some Bitcoin and I talk good about Bitcoin, am I now a scammer?
Yeah.
You know, if somebody tips us some Bitcoin, fuck all that noise.
Wow, we live in such a weird time now. It's so weird. Bitcoin is really money. It's so weird.
It's like more than money. It's all this it's a cultural phenomenon. I don't know.
I take Bitcoin seriously. Like I get the idea that you don't have to buy into the idea, but I do take the like what people do as far as Bitcoin being a project very seriously. Whereas I don't consider Archetype like should be even considered in the same thing as that. Even Pepe Cash. Like Pepe Cash I would say is more similar because it uses like real blockchain technologies that like are being developed and like people care about, and like they care about like their how it reflects on them personally by participating in a project like that. And so there's some type of check and balance there. I feel like I can trust that a little bit. It's more so than less like, oh yeah, this is just like a joke meme thing, but like if you invest into it now, you can make money. And if no one blows this out of proportion, everybody just kind of like keeps pumping it. Like that's the thing. Like the whole channel is kind of like telling me to shut up. Like I don't get the joke, but they don't realize that they're all just trying to scam each other. Like it's not like they're just waiting for them all to like buy into it, and then like whoever has the hot potato in the end loses.
Yeah, we used to call that gemming back in the day. People would release something, you know, something to pump, like a shitcoin, or back then we had IPOs for like Bitcoin-based securities.
You know what? Dante says Junseth never said the word
you?
Pepe Cash, and I would agree. I actually don't think I ever heard the word Pepe Cash. I only heard Red Pepe.
I skipped my whole turn last time, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah, because I thought I couldn't attack the king directly with this hero for some reason.
Oh, is that my queen? Do I need to back out? Oh no, because you know why? Some of them are diagonal and some of them are forward. So I think I just like I rolled up on your dude. I should probably bring him out of here. Oh! I thought that was gonna beat him up.
You have diagonal dude right there.
That was my diagonal dude.
You can't hit him with the king?
I can, but I'm about to bring him out of there because I'm gonna be cheap. I'm gonna be a cheap little bitch.
What a puss you are.
Damn right.
What about something different like IOTA?
I don't know IOTA.
I don't want to talk too much about IOTA or having a true opinion on it, but I have a feeling I can rely on most reality and what's happened in the past, and that it's bullshit. They're doing something that involved called like a tangle, and then doing some different way of having a blockchain or an unblockchain. I don't know what the hell it is, but I've asked a couple people in the know about it, and they say it's just a scheme and it's not going to really do anything special. So I'm not, positive about it. I'm not like hopeful that it's anything revolutionary, but it certainly knows how to fucking pump.
You know what? The more I hear about this archetype stuff, the more I'm curious about Pepe now.
Oh, you never looked into it? I assume
I did. Well, I got sad, like, because when I actually submitted a Pepe card, and they told me like this is before Pepe cards were just fucking random bullshit. Like there was like some formatting involved, and they rejected my Pepe. And I was like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you serious? You're actually gonna reject this shit? And I found out some other information recently that like it kind of pisses me off, to be honest. But like, I would have
centrally managed thing.
Yeah,
so,
I would have been into it if like they weren't being fucking douchebags about it. And then so like that actually makes me kind of feel like it's like this huge scam more so than it is, because like they weren't. It wasn't like. It was organized. It was more organized than I gave it credit for.
You sound like Roger now.
Well, it's like I said, like I was excluded. No, it's not that I wasn't dank enough. I was excluded, and I thought it wasn't something that you could really be excluded from. but because it's something you can be excluded from, there's a lot of manipulation there. And
Well,
I was
technically,
not supportive of that.
You can't exclude people from this. It's just that you would have to do it yourself.
Pepe?
Yeah, like
I
you could make
submitted.
your own
I submitted a
clone,
Pepe.
your own counterparty setup and your own Pepe Foundation and everything.
That's true.
Doing. You don't have to use theirs, but theirs is where the market is.
I'm about to lose this diagonal, dude. You're a little panka guy. Yep. No! Oh, they can only move forward, those pawns. Oh, that's a rook.
Sound quality is way better on Exotica.
Really?
Weird.
Wait, he says I just switched back and the sound is not great. I don't know.
With Exotica, we don't transcode any of the signal. So whatever Devin's the one doing the streaming right now, whatever he pumps out, it pumps back out from Exotica. So if he does like 4K, you know, 256 quality audio, it'll pump that out too. The problem is if you pump out too high of a definition, that the people that don't have very good internet will have problems.
Yeah.
So we don't give people any way to like down sample the stream.
But you can just watch it, yeah, on John's channel. That's the down sample.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it in 50K HD, you can go on my channel.
Thank you, P-Man Van.
I came to YouTube because all the chat was here. Yeah, chat is here.
Yeah. People seem to be a little timid to watch non-adult on the adult site, but
I think I'm gonna start streaming on Exotica. Like,
you should, man.
I would just do it on Audica, and then that's obviously not the premiere thing, but I don't know. It just feels kind of weird. Oh, I see you. So is that a? It's like pick and choose your what the hell is this number 2? Oh, that's how far you can move with it. Okay. Royal heals an ally unit for 10 HP. What?
Where's that? We have ability.
Get out of here! Yo. They have powers. These fucking things have power. Chunk punch. Yo, I'm about to fuck you up, dude.
We're such noobs. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
+2 heal. Your heal was a waste of time.
I guess so, yeah.
Attack. Overclock. Electrus buffs himself to move infinitely far and damage both the enemy he move attacks and the first enemy in a line behind them. Oh shit.
$500 headed your way as a thanks. Are you joking?
I hope he's joking.
I hope so. That's like the entire market capital of Archetype, so maybe we should consider making a new coin with that donation.
Hey, if somebody gives us that much, you know, because I want to do a different game every time, and me and Devin and I waste a lot of time.
Yeah, the first hour and a half of this was just us trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna play.
And so what we want to do is like on off time, you know, find like 3 games that we like and schedule those for the next 3 shows, and that way we have good games that are fun to watch. And so, but it's hard also to find games that are you can have a conversation while playing. Like, you know, I like to play Dota, but we tried Dota before we started the show, and I was like, this is way too hard to talk and play at the same time.
I think he is serious. Arliss, if you're serious, man, thank you so much, dude.
Yes, that is a Bitcoin address, Arliss. It is going straight to
the
me.
one that John sent. Yeah, don't do any of the other ones. Some other people are posting addresses too.
Yeah, just to confirm, the address started with
H-Don.
1 H-Don. Yeah. It's still my turn.
Yeah, we'll just be playing more free-to-play games. Oh, that's kind of funny. Just get like the worst games. Guys, don't forget to donate to the show so we get new video games. Tomorrow we'll be playing fucking Brawlhalla.
Well, we should probably do like Civ or like Red Alert or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great if people want to see us play certain things, like, chime in. The only difficulty is that some of these games require a lot of mental capacity. Yeah, I'm not worried about space. I just find another game or delete it.
Leave your game requests in the actual comment.
Or on Twitter.
I'm not gonna remember from the either tweet them to us or leave them in the comments posted, and then we'll see if we can make people happy. Oh, and we're gonna have guests. So I've talked to a couple of people that want to come on the show and just play games with us. So we're gonna try to find games that we can play with like 3 or more people. You know, we'll get like Mad Bitcoins wants to come on.
I'd like to have
Rice
Mad Bitcoins.
Wiener wants to come on.
Who's
I don't
that?
even know if I want to give him the airtime, but
Who's Rice Wiener? Jesus Christ.
We should have Junseth. We should have Dante on.
I want Dante on. Dante definitely wants to do it with us, but he's got the max. So we've been talking. Me and Dante have been talking a lot, and yeah, Dante's definitely gonna. We'll do something with Dante for sure. We gotta figure something out. Turn. Okay.
Favorite VPN? I don't trust any VPN. I just
Tor.
But there are plenty that work fine.
Tor is probably your best option. I hear the stream looks really good on Tor. Is it my turn? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry. Can I still heal
Let's
my
see
dude?
what's going on.
Oh, Bryce Wiener, not Rice Wiener. Okay. Did you call him
Rice
that?
Wiener.
Did you call him Rice Wiener?
I think it's his new name now.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. Oh god. Rice Wiener.
Yeah, Bitcoin Errorlog social media is mooning.
It's
I got
mooning.
20.2k followers. This Roger video is about to hit 100,000 views, I think.
Oh man, dude, that's gonna eventually be like, that's only like a week old. Like that's gonna eventually be like a 1 million view video. You should really look into monetizing your channel.
Well, the only reason that I would do it is because YouTube downranks stuff that doesn't. That's the only reason I would do it.
It really doesn't matter. You'll make $5.
I don't want to like help people put ICO ads in front of my content to get $20 a month.
Oh,
you know?
is that?
It's
I guess.
not worth it to me.
Well then,
Yeah, Roger is at 99,000 views. Fuck yeah. Oh wait, it's my turn. I'm losing.
invalid Bitcoin address. Yeah, that's the one he linked to. Here, you want me to give you one?
It's not invalid. What's he talking about?
Is he using Bcash?
I will copy it again, but it is not invalid. It's totally normal. He's trolling us. Yeah, I mean, that's the right address. It's not invalid. Are you using Bitcoin Cash, man? I don't know. It would actually work too, except we wouldn't get the money.
Yeah, that's the problem. I have an old Bitcoin address. I should really give that out as my main address. Wait, so if I make it... Yeah, that wouldn't work. If I make a new address on an old wallet...
Yeah, like this is a Bitcoin Core wallet address, freshly synced. There should be no problem.
But wait, so if I make a new address on an old wallet... Like, because I can still use my old wallet for Bitcoin Cash, right? So, if I make a new address on that...
You need a Bitcoin Cash wallet to make Bitcoin, to transact with Bitcoin Cash.
Well, it would have to be a Bitcoin wallet.
You can load your old Bitcoins into it, but you still have to use a separate protocol to...
Yeah, but that's like the wallet.dat file. Like, that's going to be... I just copy that. Please don't call it Bitcoin Cash. It's Bcash. You heard it. Sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I take it back.
What's up, Dante? I did post a BTC address. It's literally from the Bitcoin Core wallet.
That's weird. I think you might be getting trolled.
Yeah.
Tornado spins a whirlwind tornado into a target. Yo, watch out, guy. I'll have a
Post a Segwit address? I can do that too.
Oh. I just fucked your dude up a little bit. Oh, I could have killed him and I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god, what nightmares I'm having. It filtered out Segwit. Yeah, I was gonna say, is that a Segwit address or something? I don't know how that stuff works.
No, it's not Segwit. Segwit starts with a 3. This wallet doesn't even have Segwit set up. Like it's
This music's good.
It's chill. So what else is happening in the Bitcoin world? What do you got planned? You still doing your mining thing?
No. I mean, like, I really wanted to mine. Yo, what's up, Frequent? How you doing? I really was, like, looking forward to doing, like, solar-powered mining. But I don't think that's going to happen at this point. It sounds really stupid, but, I mean, like, I feel like I ran the numbers quite a few times. So it's not... It's really just a matter of getting the stuff in the right areas and shipping and like, not the infrastructure, but like the just managing, like getting all the stuff down there or wherever you're trying to do it. But like a lot of that mining stuff comes from resaleability, in my opinion.
Comes from what?
Resaleability, like. That's a huge cost in like, or a huge, you have to consider that in your cost of Bitcoin mining or whatever you're doing is selling your old hardware. And like really the only way to Bitcoin mine or GPU mine or whatever the hell you're gonna do is buy the new shit every year and sell the old shit every year. Like you have to constantly be upgrading, you have to be constantly using your old investment to like upgrade the new one. It's a lot of work and time and effort. And then if you don't have any like background in like, you know, computer hardware, it's gonna be a little bit of an issue. But like, I wouldn't say it's not manageable. And I would definitely like, I think it's profitable. I just, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. There are probably better ways to make money, but if
like currently right now, if I took $50,000 and just bought Bitcoin, I would have made like a lot of money as opposed to worrying about mining working.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think you might win this time.
What?
So we called the show Blockchain Domination. Domination.
Blockchain Dominatrix.
Who's the blockchain dominatrix, do you think?
Dude, do you have a non-Segwit address? Craig can keep saying invalid even on 3.8.
Man, I gave you a regular address. I gave you a...
It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Stop using
Arliss, I appreciate it. I don't
tell you.
Yeah, if it's really, don't worry about it. You can just hit us up after if you're really trying to help us out. Definitely appreciate it. But if it's seriously an issue, don't worry about it, man. It's like,
crack invalid Bitcoin address provided. I mean, those are from 2 separate wallets. Both are valid. I've used them to transact.
Here, let me just give him my.
It's gonna be the same problem. Here's a try.
Frequent, I'm doing good. Sorry, I'm not really looking at that chat just because we're kind of streaming on like 15 different channels right now. I just so happen to have it on mine as well. Can I heal myself?
I keep forgetting about the abilities. I think I'm just gonna have to man fight you.
Man fight me? What the hell is that? I'm just gonna man fight you. Just take off my clothes off. Take all my clothes off and just man fight you.
It's when like you're in a game and you like don't have any more like abilities or mana, and you're just like right clicking each other until one of you dies.
Okay, yeah. Some serious gaming. I had no time to check chat. Yeah, seriously. No, I have like a couple different chats open too, because I'm streaming on my like YouTube and Twitch channel and my like Beam stuff. Plus we're streaming on John's channel, and we're also streaming on Exotica. So we have like 5 different streams going. It's really stupid too. We're eventually just gonna have one. I just haven't set up some stuff yet.
Elistios says, wait, not him.
That's what
Trevor says that the address has a legal ad character on blockchain info. Blockchain info isn't very reliable as far as current SegWit shit, so I don't know if that's the best place to check.
Double check that. I mean, double check that address. I guess maybe it's some.
I don't know, man. It's like I've had these wallets installed for a little while.
Dude, that's so funny. You've been running a fork of blockchain, don't even realize, or a fork of Bitcoin.
Unrecognized search pattern for the SegWit address. This is weird.
Oh.
What's another good block explorer?
Here, I'm gonna drop an address. Just give me a second here. I have to find it because I have like 50 different addresses. Oh, I'll just put the one on the Altcoins Anonymous. Hopefully that'll work. Yeah, I guess, I mean, guys, I really, once again, appreciate it. If you guys are dropping a donation, just put a note so I know what it's going to, because we weren't really expecting anybody to give us anything, so.
When I put in that SegWit address into blockexplorer.com, it works fine.
Okay, so thanks, guys. If you're having a problem, you can definitely look at this one, too. I think.
And same thing for the first address. It works fine in blockexplorer.com. Blockchain.info are fuckfaces. They're like, you know, big blockers. I don't even think anybody uses their product. I think people just use it for spamming purposes to obfuscate who they are. The CEO is dumb as fuck.
The CEO is dumb as fuck. Just like shitting on this company. This is you. This is you. Did you move? You didn't move.
I don't care.
I don't care. Fuck this game. I'm talking shit about Bitcoin. Alright. I'm gonna chunk. Oh, I can't chunk punch that bitch.
Just come man fight me, king on king.
Just man fight me, bro.
It's my only chance.
I'll see you.
Yeah, I don't know, it's annoying though, like how long it takes people to integrate SegWit properly with their product. And I don't just mean like Coinbase and these big exchanges. I mean like these block explorers or
People are just lazy. I mean, they have to
the
go
mobile
in.
wallets. Like they have some SegWit support, but not like full. They don't have like good SegWit fee estimation. And fee estimation just for normal Bitcoin is fucked for most wallets. Like, what is the problem? Why are these people not working on the things that matter? I don't understand. My guess is like to give them benefit of the doubt. There's probably just not a lot of good Bitcoin programmer talent out there.
That's what I was gonna say. It's just that people probably go, hey man, I guess I could just throw this website up and then I'll get some ad revenue off of this, and all I have to do is run a Bitcoin wallet and link it up to this like thing I downloaded off GitHub or something. It's not like most people who want to run like a faucet or whatever, like however you want to, you know, interact with the Bitcoin community and throwing up a website. It's not that difficult to do that. But those like if you have an early hold on like what people use as a resource, then like, you know, the fact that you're not updating it doesn't really matter. It's just like people are going to use it because they've been using it.
I mean, that was part of the reason I came out to Romania. Basically, is that the people involved with it, the programmer is very, very talented, and I knew that he was a rare talent. And I felt a lot better coming out here to work with somebody that I could trust and somebody that I knew had capability within dealing with having a Bitcoin wallet for a company and video streaming as well. So I was like, man, is there anybody else on the planet that is good at both video streaming and Bitcoin? Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, I don't know if you said the name, but he helped me out a bunch with my own stuff. Like that's pretty much how I'm streaming right now, is because of stuff he taught me how to do. So yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like very passive for him. He's like, yeah, blah blah blah, just click this. I'm like, oh, duh, okay. Yeah, I don't know a lot, but he's always been very resourceful. I'm about to get my ass handed to me. Why don't you fuck off, guy?
I warned you.
You trying to man fight me or something?
Yeah, you just keep healing.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, Arliss, are you sure you're not trying to send us cash?
Oh, I wonder if I get my pawn all the way to the other side, if I can turn her into a queen. Confirm. Not valid for this one.
That's really
Seriously,
weird,
Jay.
man.
Well, I gave you another address if you want. I mean,
yeah, try the one.
Just try my address.
Or try the SegWit one I gave you.
That should be. That's a Bitcoin.
They should all work. There's no reason none of them. They should all work.
Main fight. You gonna have David main fight with me, mate?
Have you ever gone to a Bitcoin meetup?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the BitDevs in New York City one time, and
that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, well, the thing is that they were talking about SegWit and shit, and it was before I really understood everything. And I enjoyed it, and I could kind of like follow along with the conversation. But one of the gentlemen like told me like, "Hey man, you don't really want to be here. This one's boring. Like, there's some other shit you can go to." And then he ended up giving me some like resources and stuff too, but I didn't really know who the guy was. I went there like hoping I was gonna run into Dan, and then I would just be like, "Yeah, Dan's here," like. But he wasn't there. But it's I want, like I said, like I'm considering the like the Bitcoin Miami thing.
Arliss, did you try the SegWit one? I made that with a.
Oh shit! The fuck out of here with that. Damn, son!
I can't royally heal myself.
Yeah, you can.
I have to heal someone else.
I think you can heal yourself. Oh. Can pawns do anything? Oh, they can. Oh, they can attack like. Not telling you that.
What, they can attack from a distance?
Oh, get out! It's a super pawn, bitch!
What did you just do?
I super pawned your ass.
What the hell? Hacks. Still gonna kill you though.
Maybe. I fucked up. I should have healed my dude.
Oh, hi.
What do you guys think about article about U.S. Senate moves to criminalize non-disclosure of cryptocurrency ownership? Well, I mean, how the hell are we gonna know you own it? That's kind of the whole idea. Unless they go into your Google search history and then they like subpoena Google to give like all search results that are like 32 characters or whatever the hell it is for a Bitcoin
First of all,
address.
it's not bad news till it's real. Right now, it's just if you went and called every random bill or suggestion of some senator or whoever bad news, I mean, it would be doomsday every day. They always come up with stupid shit. But it's impractical. I mean, you can't. How do you catch someone, and how invasive are they willing to be to make people to catch people hiding their cryptocurrency? I mean, things would get pretty ugly, and you're talking about a lot of freedom challenges in that area.
You definitely can heal yourself.
Oh. Why are you running?
You ain't gonna touch me, boy. You ain't gonna touch me. Bitrex, Kraken at first. As long as you use crypto only, I think you're safe. But when you're cashing out, that's when it starts to get ugly fast. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Like registering with Coinbase and thinking that like now for some reason because you switch your money into Bitcoin, it's not going to be taxable. To me, is like kind of retarded. But like people don't really realize, they think like you're just like exempt now from like laws and jurisdiction because you're using Bitcoin. It's like that shit is it's like that's the worst paper trail you possibly could have is a Bitcoin address. Like
Yeah.
every
That's
fucking
another thing
transaction
about,
you
like,
make is on.
That's why I don't think we're gonna have all these disclosure laws, because like when it really comes down to it, when people are gonna hide their money in crypto and yada yada, it is literally the most trackable asset that has ever existed. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's there. It really defines. You know, law enforcement's job was never to treat money as a crime. It was to stop criminals that are committing crimes, and money is never a crime. But it became this. They got this kind of paradigm where attacking the resource became easier than doing detective work or catching criminals in the human world. They just would do money trails and internet trails, and NSA got huge, bigger and bigger, and they took over by controlling the way people communicate and transact. But Bitcoin creates this separation. It's like, okay, now you can see every single thing everybody does, and it's your job to figure out who is who. And I like that a lot better. I think that's much more fair.
Oh, you missed why Arliss Johnson mentioned Big Rick. Sorry, Dante. Oh, shit. Yeah, you got a super pawn, don't you?
It's automatically a super pawn? Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you're turning me into a trap here.
You damn right I am. It's the trap house.
You mentioned Bittrex because it didn't work, right? Have you tried the Segway app? Bittrex.
Ho 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 ho! Doodaloo. That's why I was just guys.
Well, Arliss, the last thing I can say is to try the address.
I think we're missing some. I think we're getting trolled here, and we're missing it. I think that's
maybe.
what Dante just. I can't. Sorry. If you're maybe it's like it's sometimes the chat just goes by. You can't really. It's kind of hard to maintain a conversation with the an individual member because there's so much shit we're getting. I think I can just.
Well,
guess
you're
your
already
ass.
supposed to keep track of your buy and sell. The U.S. considers every transaction where you profit, where you reap the profit. Yeah, others, I would say just the last thing to try is Devin's address, and then otherwise what we'll do is I'll look more into it. I'll ask my Bitcoin guy what might be happening, and we'll get back to you. I have your Twitter, so we'll figure it out. I appreciate if you want to donate, and like I said, we'll definitely
Yes, troll.
use it for
Rex
good money,
Quick accepts your address.
for good purposes, yada yada.
It's okay.
I'll get back to you.
If you want, you can open up an archetype account, and we also accept archetype.
Is there token called I don't. Let's stop fucking.
Don't plug that shit. Yeah, someone's gonna find like basically all that has to happen now is someone like gives me like 40 archetype tokens, and then like I don't know about it, and then they appreciate in value to like $400,000 a piece.
And then Chris will break up with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I promise I won't break up with you if you make money by mistake.
Money by accident. I accidentally win. Yo, this theme song when you win, you didn't tell me how dope it is.
That's the reward.
Turn
All right,
67.
we'll do one more.
Okay. Uno más, uno más. Microgons. I'll Twitter you a screenshot now. Arliss, you don't need to, dude. Yo, Red Gamer Beer, what's up, buddy?
There's nothing we can do right now.
Yeah, just don't worry about it, dude. Like, it's not.
Two completely separate wallets. You got 3 completely separate wallets of address. They're not working.
Yeah, we're just gonna stop mentioning it because I can't tell if you're joking and we can't help you out. So we're not gonna talk about it anymore.
I invited you.
This is a gay game. Don't hate. What's wrong with it being gay?
It is. I mean, it's a simple game, Dante. But help us, man. Find games that we can actually have a conversation, and we'll play them.
I'd like to do the hunting game, but like we're gonna have to play some games. Before, yeah, we're gonna have to figure out something. Yeah, you've been busy though, so it's like I haven't really.
Yeah, I just wanted to squeeze this in because it's been already.
Yeah, I'm glad we did. I'm glad we got to do one of these. Okay, which.
I kind of want to change my team, but well.
I've been. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. There's mad shit, and there's also DLC. Maybe we should get some DLC. Microgons.
Oh, this is like a different map.
Is it a different map? Is that what's going on? Okay. Oh.
Half-Life. Can you? I've never played that.
He keeps mentioning Half-Life. That's gonna be such a difficult game to play. It's just like a first-person shooter.
MMO, right?
No, it's a first-person shooter. It's like a huge storyline and all that stuff. It's also from like 1989, so like I don't know if like we're really gonna be like jamming on that. Yeah, this game is probably, it could also be called Japanese Super Chess, and I kind of like it.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to be politically incorrect or whatever, but like, I grew up in Massachusetts in the 80s, and we didn't even like homosexuality was not even on our radars, and we said gay, it would just meant lame.
I'm trying to keep up my language. Have you played Overcooked? No, I haven't played Overcooked Red Gamer. I'm definitely trying to clean up my language because I'd rather be accountable for my words than not. And then just going under like, oh, it didn't matter because I was on the internet. It's kind of like whatever. It's not the best.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't need to go one more time.
It's more of an excuse than anything, but still. Intentions matter.
Half-Life is peaceful when you were zeroing in on the scopes. Okay. I'm telling you, if like me and John will have to play this game a bit first, but like I really am a big fan of these hunter games, like the fishing and hunter games. I think they're very peaceful. Killing animals and skinning them.
You skin them too?
No, actually, no, I don't think so.
Oh, another thing we can talk about, Coinbase IRS thing. You know,
well, that's, I mean, we're kind of
this for a long time, and they kind of won at one point and like fought off the IRS. This is like one thing we can give Coinbase props for, is actually trying. But I think it's because it's an existential problem for them. If once they've had to like capitulate and go give all info of all things of all customers, they lose a lot of competitive value, because there's always going to be other exchanges in other countries and things like that that have less restrictions, and this is global. So like if they have to start competing on a global level and Americans start making like Bitstamp accounts and shit like that, I mean, Americans will have whatever reporting they still have to do, but Coinbase is like over the top. You know, they watch transactions, Bitcoin transactions coming in, all the American exchanges, probably a lot of the big foreign ones too, and they assess the risk. They have like risk levels of the Bitcoin coming in, and if your Bitcoin coming in is too risky, they end up asking you questions, and really the questions are just a formality. They're just they're trying to get as much info from you as possible before they kick you off. And so now the IRS won a little bit. They're making Coinbase report anybody that did more than, I don't know, $20,000 of volume, which is, you know, there's going to be a decent amount of people, and it's still questionable whether that's legal. They're on a what's it called? A hunting expedition. Which seems kind of wrong, but you know, it's hard to fight too hard.
I don't think he went.
Hard to fight too hard because it's like weird. Like somebody said, "Oh, coin 1,000."
I have no idea what I just did.
Only 10,000 people or something. Some small amount of people reported Bitcoin profits, and so it's like, whoa, what's going on here? So I understand their concern, but it is kind of fucked up to just being invaded like that.
I mean, when you're mixing like Bitcoin, if you're just chilling in Bitcoin, like you know, it's Bitcoin. But once you start exchanging it for United States dollars, like that's, yeah, I feel like.
Yeah, sorry, Dante.
Oh, he wasn't talking about the game. Yeah.
He was correcting me.
Gotcha. Do you guys know if Airswap will have fiat on ramping? I don't know what that means. You probably know what that means. I have no idea what that means.
Airswap? I don't know what the hell. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, nice. I see how that works now. That's kind of dope. Tornadus.
But I would like to see exchanges pushing back more than just. I would like to see back and not do analytics, you know, proactive analytics of coins.
I don't mind that. I think, honestly, this is something I said before too. Like, I'm actually very interested in like a blockchain alternative that has metadata, like a significant metadata incorporated into it that doesn't like link to like de-anonymizing anybody, but like also will tell you like how long coins have been sitting in a certain area. You know, just like data that will tell you about the economics of the coin rather than the individual that's holding it. And like Bitcoin kind of has that, but like you can't really tell like I guess, I don't know, maybe it does have that. Maybe that's all you need with the blockchain. Maybe that's enough metadata. But I guess it would be kind of interesting to see how Bitcoin is being spent. But you kind of can see that if you just look at the blockchain and just know where all the addresses go.
Yeah, they do. I'm sure they have tons. You know, the more time passes, the blockchain and start gaining more confidence about what they think, where they think money is going, who is holding what money. But in the end, it is always elite. Like, the proof is always going to have to be an external taint, getting somebody to admit it, etc. Because plausible deniability is really high on a Bitcoin address.
I just think like Google is the worst possible thing for Bitcoin then. Because like anytime you like, if you've ever Googled your own Bitcoin address, then you've incriminated yourself if you like have a problem with your Bitcoin.
Potentially, but it's still. What if I was looking up your address? What if it was somebody watching?
So, but if I'm an officer and if I'm an officer and I'm not that I should have access to the information. If I'm some type of official and I see that you go to the same address 400 fucking times, you know what I mean? On like in your Google search result, I'm gonna assume that you have some type of interaction with the owner of that wallet, regardless of.
See what I just did?
I did. Yeah, that's pretty dope. But like I would assume that you have interaction with the owner of that wallet in some way, whether it's you yourself or if it's just like a friend or whatever. Like
that's a pretty big assumption. That's like
maybe it is, but maybe they're not gonna need more than that. You know, if I
posted addresses in this chat, and probably like 20 different people looked up that address.
Yeah, and they're all here watching us at that time. But now who's like if I maybe all those people could be searching the address, but if they go through my search history and see that like I've searched that address like 600 times, you know, there's nothing else linking me to that address. I mean, there's a good reason to believe that that's my address.
Sure, but the only reason to even be looking at that's the point why this is a fishing expedition with Coinbase.
Yeah,
they don't have evidence of a crime, so what the fuck?
That it may be the case, but they might not need one. Like if they just go ahead and say like, oh, Bitcoin funds terrorism, we need to go through all of your Google addresses, and we have a quick little algorithm that just searches it real quickly, and then we can just like get all this information. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it already exists. You know what I mean? Like, there's not really anything to stop this technology from existing. It's not that difficult. Like, it's just whether or not Google would comply. And, like, do they even have to tell us? Like, Bitcoin isn't really something that's regulated. So, like, I mean, any information that Google has on Bitcoin isn't really something that, like, you know, they're not going to be liable for it until there's a law.
Yeah.
So I
don't know.
To me, it's very dangerous. Like, just Googling your own Bitcoin address is very dangerous. But I don't think people realize that.
I would say that, like, with somebody like particularly, because I do think blockchain, their best friends are people like Coinbase and BitPay, and BitPay is another one too, like merchant processing. Like, these guys are definitely collecting info. They're definitely providing info to Coinalytics and stuff like that. They probably have cross deals where they're benefiting each other somehow. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, like today, I put some money in my Steam account with Bitcoin, and I'm sure that's being tracked all kinds of ways.
Yeah,
and that information is being saved and, you know, triangulated to me.
Like, I know for a fact Oracle is now taking on blockchain technology. I mean, they have tons of analytic software for just, you know, metadata for, like, you know, if companies are all trying to like figure out like how individuals are spending money, they can share information between themselves. They can share metadata between themselves to get a better idea of their consumers. If you have, you know, a bunch of different companies like, you know, Coinbase or Bitfinex or all these companies that decide that they want to actually exchange information, you know, they can profit off of that. And there's really nothing that really is wrong with them doing that. I like that move. Putting your money on any third party with Bitcoin is, to me, stupid. Even downloading the Bitcoin client, you are now liable. Like, unless you're downloading Bitcoin through Tor on a computer that is not linked for you, like, I don't see how it's really this safe, private, secure system.
Tor is not that great.
No, anything.
The government probably controls most Tor nodes.
Yeah,
so.
100%. Exactly. But I'm just saying, like, if you have to make it so you're as far away from the ending product, and that way, like, even then, like, it's detectable to see, like, what ports am I running on my computer? Like, ISP is going to be able to tell, like, port 8668 or whatever the fuck it is for Bitcoin. That's, you know, we're getting transactions on that. Like, ISPs are going to be subpoenaed for that information eventually if Bitcoin becomes outlawed or whatever. It's not this. None of this information is difficult to get or even figure out where we need to find it. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of like, will there be compliance? And for shit sure there's going to be compliance. Like, there's no reason that these companies shouldn't comply. We're all talking about USD. We're not talking about Bitcoin. All these companies exist in USD. Like, Coinbase is a USD company, even though it takes Bitcoin. Like, they are dependent on a US bank. This is why I'm not sold on Bitcoin. Like, it offers a lot of shit, but like when you really put it on paper, it's like there's a lot of fucking liability still. It's the worst paper trail possibly that you could put yourself on. And if you're really using it for just darknet market transactions, like I don't see how it's that beneficial. And so, like, that's when the whole Monero argument comes in. Like, I see why something can be completely anonymous. That's going to add an extra layer of obfuscation that's very important to the cryptosphere. Like, to me...
I don't know. I was talking to Raul.
To who?
Not really anonymous. RaoDB.
Okay.
And he was saying that it can actually be tracked, too.
Monero?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there's argument that, like, most of the addresses...
I don't know how practical it is, but...
To me, the idea, though, that should be something that should be argued in Bitcoin, regardless of whether or not the technology is working right now. Like, I mean, it's almost the same argument for like, smart contracts. Like, Ethereum isn't the best implementation of smart contracts, but the idea is definitely interesting. And maybe you don't need it to be incorporated into the actual blockchain software. Like, you don't need your language to be turned complete like Ethereum is. But, like, smart contracts themselves seem to be an intriguing idea that you can append to Bitcoin. Like, eventually anonymity, if you can append that to Bitcoin, might be a good idea, because we can see how you want it in a lot of situations. So, like, that's why
I'm going to actually link an article that I wrote a while ago. I reposted it on my Medium. Let's see. I have always maintained that Bitcoin is not fungible. Not always, but
yeah, that's how I know you, is from the fungibility argument.
And I do like to talk about the concept of whether or not
one Bitcoin is worth one Bitcoin?
No, whether or not a blockchain that is fungible. I kind of feel like one that is not fungible is worth more, actually.
What do you mean not fungible? Like one that doesn't have a lot of liquidity?
No. Fungibility is when every unit is indistinguishable when they're worth the same thing.
Okay.
So like
like
any
Monero
Bitcoin is maybe, but even Monero has some information. So when you have uniqueness, it's just as simple as knowing the destination address. That's a serial number, right? Like, it's just like dollars have a serial number on them. Even dollars are not entirely fungible. There is some trackability.
If you have, you could have money that isn't accepted now because of serialization or whatever. But
yeah,
technically Monero doesn't have that issue. Because it's like your one Monero isn't necessarily, like, there's no way to infer one Monero is from one particular place or another. It's just you have a certain amount of Monero. You can't really trace that Monero.
But I think that it's possible that having that part of the value of Bitcoin is the public ledger. And I do wonder, I'm not going to have any control. Nobody's going to have any control over whether or not Bitcoin becomes anonymous one day and fungible, which are two separate things, but people use interchangeably too often. But if it happens, it will happen. But I do wonder if it would be more valuable for it not to happen, because it would, one, maybe increase the sustainability of the blockchain. In other words, make it less desirable to attack. But also to having full accountability on the ledger in a way that is parsable by more than cryptography or more than parsable by the human eye, could have a certain value. In the end, you've brought this up before. We do kind of have to have faith to have Bitcoin. Like, most of the people using Bitcoin can't read the code. Yeah. We have to trust. We're trusting by reputation, actually, not religion.
There's only 100 people that can read the code. Aside from that, there's probably more, but like, Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, those are like the only people that really, like, aside from those, like the main people who contribute to the development, like.
I just licked you.
Ooh.
I don't know why.
A little friend lick. Oh! I didn't even hit him. I wanted to move him away. Oh well. Gotcha! See how I did that? Just didn't know you could do that.
11,380. Amazing.
Yeah, man, Bitcoin. I don't know, man. Like, I'm fine with
It's
it
like
going
too many
up.
numbers now. I want it to go down. Just
I don't like the. I like the idea when it's 10K. I like that because it's really easy to convert the costs.
yeah. Yeah, we had to convert Exotica. We were using MBT, and then the price just kept going up, and it was just too big of a unit. People didn't want to tip $6, $7 at once.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
$10. It was like fuck.
And now they're getting quarters, but that's all right.
It's worked out a lot better though. Like,
I bet.
Having more activity keeps people more excited. It keeps people, active.
I agree. I think smaller denominations is better because then you can sprinkle them. You can sprinkle the denomination on them. Damn.
Just going YOLO. What the hell does this guy do? Nothing. Ninja has the ability to alternate. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I can leapfrog? Pullfrog extends his tongue, grappling onto a unit and pulling himself toward it. Oh, okay, okay.
That's what
Yeah, so if you're right next to me, it doesn't do anything. I think it's time to retreat. Let's see what else. There was one other thing I spoke about. I would like to actually speak about Monero, but we don't really have to do that. But I was really happy with and see, I guess this is kind of where like I heard Fluffy Pony on Chris's show, and it was a really fucking good. It was really good content. You know what I mean? But then like I go back like 2 days later, and he's pumping fucking archetype. I'm like, fuck, like that's like I don't have time for that shit. Like even if it's a joke, like I'm not. That's not why I go to that.
Yeah.
And most people don't get it. Alright, that
How
little.
many chats are there?
How many
We got
chats are there?
YouTube. We got Exotica. We have Devin's.
There's my chat. Yeah, as long as you're talking in John's chat, it's probably the best one. I'm not looking at the Exotica chat, but I'm actually gonna open it up right now.
Yeah, there was just Dante earlier. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, what am I trying to do here?
Oh yeah, Arliss, if you're still listening, that like I said in the beginning, that's a way that you is just by depositing to Exotica. I know those addresses work, and if Kraken fucks you there, then it's definitely Kraken.
Oh, I'm going all up in this bitch right now. Yay! That was a good turn. Yeah, I'm really liking my Altcoins Anonymous website. Like, I like that.
Oh, there's mana? What the fuck?
There's mana? Is that what
Yeah.
those things on the right are? Like, I still don't know what any of the things on the, like, there's a... Oh, my MMR? Oh, maybe my MMR's one. Like, there's all these numbers and shit. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, Arliss, I would recommend registering an account. You don't have to guest account and let you deposit, but in order for you to be able to re-log in and gain levels and stuff, just register an account and you can deposit. Just hover over the Bitcoin logo and it will give you a wallet and QR code. You can deposit that way and tip straight to the channel bit by bit.
Did you, Did you kill my little dude before? I think you did. I don't know what happened to him.
Killed some dudes.
You did kill some dudes. Okay, I wasn't sure what happened there.
Your army's looking pretty weak, man.
Your army's looking weak.
I'm out of mana though.
I don't even know how to use mana.
Well, when you do spells.
Oh.
I have mana again. Alright.
Oh, that kind of. This game is actually pretty balanced. I have to admit, like, I'm really not hating this game. Oh, that's throwing fucking grenades at my ass.
I don't know how to gain mana though. Like, I want to heal, and this dude just.
I think you just get one every
mana.
turn.
No, it's been like 3 turns. I can't heal.
Oh, that's what you get.
It's filtering your URLs, Dante. Let me try that again.
Yeah, it's gonna filter his URLs. On YouTube chat, you're gonna have to go all the way in your settings and whatnot, or just make him an admin. Yeah, just make.
Nah, it lets me do it. It lets me link.
Yeah, we're gonna need some moderators in here. Do. Oh, is this on my turn? My bad.
The chat's not too bad. It's manageable so far.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. But like, you know, Bitcoin addresses, any of that stuff, whatever we're doing, if we have somebody that can just quick link it for us, that always helps out.
We need a secretary, man. We need a sexy secretary.
Yeah, mods. We should get some sexy secretaries.
I guess that's my job.
That's that's your department. So what are the career opportunities like at Exotica?
Career opportunities? Sounds like a loaded question.
That's basically very loaded.
Depends on what you mean. If you mean to work for Exotica as a company,
I'm just trying to just have
monetize yourself using this platform, are two different things. As far as the company goes, yeah, I am going to be doing a little bit of hiring. I do want to have a support admin, but somebody with experience, who has time, and somebody that is like motivated. I like people that can work independently, and I don't have to like watch too much. But and I also need to hire a programmer for side projects for integrations. Like, I want to integrate the website with our Twitter account to automatically post when channels go live, and do the same thing for Instagram, and have that pull from a library of like hashtags and emoji and stuff to generate that. And, you know, we want to make our whole notification system better, allow people to, you know, favorite a channel and get emailed if they want to get an email when a channel schedules or goes live, stuff like that. So yeah, if you know, I'm probably just going to try to do it locally to where I am, to get more advantage out of the person. But if somebody awesome pops up, I will pay attention. And then other opportunities.
How would I say if I'm a cam model? Say if I'm a hot, sexy gentleman and I want to be a model for Exotica.tv. I'm just saying, say if I wanted to. Well, what's my sign-up process like?
Your sign-up process is you make an account and you make a channel. If you aren't 18, then we deal with that. But you know, once you're an adult, you're fine, and you pretty much can stream anything that's not illegal. And also consider that you want it to be legal in your jurisdiction more than anything, because that's where you'll get trouble. But otherwise, we don't. You know, we want to moderate as little as possible. My general philosophy to the whole business is, if you bring value, then I will protect you, and if you take value away, I will eradicate you.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, and then turn. I'm about to lose this game. I like your little boom bot, dude. I'm gonna have to steal that. That's some good meta right there.
Yeah, that's a good one. Some of these suck. Leapfrog, what the fuck?
That's the one that you look at me and go all the way next to him. Devin needs to demo that sign up process. Yeah, I think I should. We should do some videos of how to sign up for Exotica.
What's up with King David? Why isn't King David on?
Oh, sorry. That's what I was gonna ask you. Why is King David not on Exotica?
He probably just doesn't want to be. He probably wants to be low profile.
Harless says $149 went through. Let me know when you have an address that works with Bitfix too. Bitrix. Hey, thanks, man. I don't know. I guess had to send it through BitPay, unfortunately.
Weird.
Hey, you know what? You guys should look into
address did you send to, man? Let me see. Well, we have a game budget now, man.
Do we?
Let me see.
Is game budget real now? Yeah, I like this game. I use I'm a big fan of Globy. I like how we pump all these fucking like Bitcoin things.
You're such a dick.
What? No, I'm serious.
That's Fluffy Pony's thing.
Yeah,
right?
I use it. I swear to God, I use it.
Do?
Yes.
Huh?
How do you think I take Monero?
What do you? Really?
Yes. I'm a big fan of. I've been using Globy and Paybe for over like a year and a half.
And it integrates with your Monero apparel site?
Yes. If you want to, you can pay me in Bitcoin Cash on Monero apparel.
What else? Do they support?
They support mad shit.
Yeah,
they support Decred. They support Bitcoin Cash.
They support Cash.
No, that's not their thing though. They only do Bitcoins.
That's the only thing I need.
Well, why do you need that though? That doesn't make any sense.
Of course it makes sense because there are people that don't have Bitcoin and want Exotica.
But your whole thing is that you're a Bitcoin platform.
Right, but no. What I want is a merchant processor that's a third party
PayPal
that will take your cash and turn it into Bitcoin and deposit Bitcoin into Exotica. And nobody is doing that.
Coinbase.
I can't use Coinbase.
I gotta think about that. No, but I think you can. Well, why can't they just use Coinbase? Like
no,
you
guys... Coinbase doesn't do much. They do the other way. They turn your Bitcoin into fiat, or they let you keep the Bitcoin if you want to, but they don't turn the fiat into Bitcoin as part of the checkout process. You have to actually make an account, get verified, etc., buy the Bitcoin, then spend the Bitcoin. You can't. You know what I mean? Like I need it to be part of the checkout process on Exotica.
Okay,
like
so you want you. Okay, yeah, they don't accept cash, but yeah, that would be the service you want though, theoretically, if they did accept cash. They actually
Even if
might.
they have to KYC, you know, that can be their problem. If that's what they want to do, they want to KYC, they want to put in a credit card, they want to put in a checking account with you know, Paybe or something, Globy, and then that allows them to be able to deposit directly to Exotica. All I want is that Exotica only touches Bitcoin, and I want it so I don't have to have that information of the customer. I don't want their payment info.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I don't want exactly. Yeah.
Watch out, Arliss. Dante is the nicest asshole I know.
Okay, it's still me.
But then within Exotica, since you asked about monetization, I guess, you can get tips of any amount. There's a minimum tip of 25 UBTC. You can set a goal, so you can like say what you'll do when the goal gets filled, and people can tip towards filling a goal. We have private shows, so if you want to take the channel private and just be one-on-one, where you only use the video and only you can chat with the person, it charges by the second.
Okay. By the second.
Technically, it does. We list it as by the minute, but it actually.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's better.
Like 1,000 satoshis a second.
1,000 satoshis a second.
And
How
we're
much
going to
is
be
that?
adding, I don't know, price keeps changing.
Let's find out. I want to
We're
look
going
that
to be adding channel subscriptions, sort of like Patreon and such.
Really?
The channel subscriptions will allow the host to filter to moderate the chat by subscription. So like it can be subscribers only viewing, subscribers only chatting, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's pretty smart. I like that.
I'm a smart fella. I mean, a fart smeller.
A fart smello? My fart smellos.
And I have other things I want to do too. We want to add like full gamification.
Full gamification, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make accounts valuable. I want people to come back and
You want to make it so
cooldowns on abilities.
you should have drops.
Achievements.
You should have loot drops. So like you get a crypto kitty, like a random crypto kitty if you go, like hang on a channel long enough.
I've heard worse ideas.
Yeah, I actually I'm kind of serious though. Like that's actually Twitch does do the loot drop thing. Like they have if you have a Prime thing, like you get like in-game shit. It says our status on Exotica is AFK.
Yeah, because you have to type to change AFK status.
Ah. You should change that.
AFK is a tricky one.
Cause like most people, in my opinion, like I would feel like typing is like you don't want the talent typing.
Yes, you do.
Maybe.
You're wrong.
And maybe in some cases, but I would feel like as an audience member, I'd prefer the speaking. But maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know if you've actually used Exotica
I'm just thinking because like as
regular purpose.
as a streamer, like as like a Twitch streamer, you know what I mean?
Generally, Exotica, not gaming. You know, when it's talking about cam girls, camming, and boys, people want to interact. People want to make friends and communicate, and there's a community aspect to it. There's sometimes there's like a girlfriend experience aspect, but these people do become friends.
Well, no, but I'm saying, but I would rather, I'm gonna actually agree with you in a second, but I would say I'd rather talk to them over, like I'd want to type, but I don't want the talent seeming like they're AFK because they're just talking to me instead of typing. But also I could see if you're doing like a private or something like that, maybe you want to have a private conversation or you only want to respond to one person as opposed to many. So there's probably like a dynamic there I'm not getting. You know what I mean though? Like, but like having it like it seem like someone's not there because all they're doing is speaking. To me is like I don't know if that's good.
Well, it doesn't. It only affects rank in the channel, and it's only one factor. So
it doesn't affect rank, or it does.
It does, but
okay. So then, yeah,
there's a lot of things that affect it.
Okay. So,
but they are prioritized by mode as well. So if they're online, offline, AFK, BRB, etc. I got a new YouTube comment that says, Roger seems like the type that will strangle prostitutes. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Some of these are like amazing.
Roger is the type of guy that bleaches his asshole before a new interview for a new job.
Let's sort by newest. Okay. It's so sad.
Oh, check out the tip window. Let's see. I don't see anything on Exotica.
Address. Oh, it's exotic? No, I don't see it.
Did he send it to me? I don't think so.
Which address did you send the tip to, Arliss? Let's see. This commenter says, it's so sad to see guys talk about future currency. They aren't at all objective in any way. They seem both so economically and emotionally attached, so the discussion seems to always gravitate towards them promoting the coin that they hold without being objective about the topics. I don't recall promoting anything.
Yeah, if anything, you said very specifically, like, we're not a business. Like, why are you approaching this like a business? You were like, and when you said we, you weren't talking about Exotica, you were talking about Bitcoin as a whole.
I didn't even say, I strictly said it is not. Like,
no, I think you said we, because I remember because at first I thought you were talking about Exotica when you said we, but you were I think you were talking about like we as Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe.
Either way, it's not a business.
No, it's
and
not.
And I don't promote Bitcoin. You know, I promote good ideas. I promote, you know, tearing down bad ideas. I don't tell people they should buy Bitcoin.
I asked John if I should buy
pump it.
Bitcoin, and he was like, I have no fucking idea. And this was like 3 days ago. So I wouldn't say John promotes Bitcoin.
I just promote reason, I guess. I don't know.
But you do give it a platform.
Sure, I mean, I do love Bitcoin. I do
have a business that runs on it.
I do think that people that hold Bitcoin aren't stupid, and I don't think that people that don't hold it are stupid. It's just if you learn about it and you find it useful and you find it investment worthy, then get some. But if you don't like it, that's okay. And if you don't need it, it's even more okay. Like, I don't know. I don't like the idea of promoting Bitcoin. That's how people like Roger come. Oh, we have to get mass adoption. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, the price going up and mass adoption don't mean that it's a good technology. And like that can never be equated. And Roger Ver is constantly doing that. Like, that's not what I'm interested in. Like, I like being critical about this stuff. Like, I'm definitely not in Bitcoin. Like, I would say I support Monero, but like, I don't necessarily think Monero is a superior service by any means. Like, there's a lot of things wrong with it. But like, I like the idea of, you know, this is an open discussion. There's a lot of progress. Like, Bitcoin is Bitcoin for a reason. There's a lot of people that put a lot of time and development into it. So it deserves a platform. You know what I mean? Like, bring up a random project that's just going to like get people a few dollars if everybody kind of like plays along. That's a fucking scam. Bitcoin Cash is very much along those lines. So it's like,
and people don't realize it too. Like, people sometimes fall into the people like Roger because they don't stop and think about whether or not the only reason they care is because they want the Bitcoins to be worth more. And I try to avoid that. You know, I don't tell people to do things or not do things because it will make my Bitcoin worth more or less. I don't want them to like attack Bitcoin and kill it and waste people's time. So I guess indirectly maybe I do, but I'm not here to pump. I'm not here to dump. I don't know.
yeah, Bitcoin's Cash's success is highly dependent on its price, and that's because Roger Ver made that the case. Like, that shouldn't be the case. Bitcoin's success shouldn't be dependent on its price. Yeah, that means it's doing well theoretically, but that just, I mean, the price really just means that there's a limit of it on the market. Like, Bitcoin's purpose and its price are two separate things entirely. And if you find it something that you want to invest in, that's fine, but that's like your personal opinion. Like, that shouldn't be a business decision.
It's like your opinion, man.
It's like your opinion, man. Kind of close to me with that guy. We're about to do man v man right now. Man fight. How's my queen all fucked up? Or my king? What were you doing to my king?
I dove down and you killed that pawn.
I'm getting this guy out of here. I'm just retreating. Oh, every time I do that, that raises my attack on this guy.
Yeah, Arliss, if you sent money to that address, it's confirmed yet.
I think Arliss is gonna get my Troll of the Night award.
Yeah. Look at how many times they said my name.
I like Arliss as a name. Yeah, just.
Yeah, me too.
Arliss is like one of the best names ever. Did you ever watch Arliss on HBO?
It's so redneck. I don't know.
I guess it is kind of. Thank me later, then.
I will. If it comes through and you're not a troll, I'm gonna believe in the internet again.
I'm gonna make an Arliss shirt because I appreciate you.
What's the most popular shirt right now on Monero Apparel?
Let me look at that right now. Honestly, it changes by the day.
Oh yeah.
It depends on what's getting bumped a bit.
But all time though.
I'll be honest. So like the sock puppet shirt sold. I would say the sock puppet one is one of the more famous ones actually. Let's look at it now. The one I made with the Monero Wana, that's actually a really popular shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My dad came up with that idea. He was like, oh, marijuana. I was like, fine.
Who came up with it?
My
You?
dad.
Oh, your dad. Nice.
Oh, God.
It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do here. You're getting too close to me. I'm not trying to have this man fight. I'm trying to get some super pawns.
The fact that Bitcoin has a limit to block, does that mean it'll never be? Let's see.
I think that'll change too. I think Tone is onto something. I think that eventually there's going to be a flavor of Bitcoin that's like, yeah, we'll just add a new million every couple of years, every few blocks or whatever.
Wait, let's back up a second. Okay. Everybody is using the same blockchain part, especially if you're trying to compare to Bcash or Litecoin or whatever, even Monero. And the block limit, they are all going to have one, every single blockchain. And they have to, because people would just spam it and it would just grow infinite in size and be completely useless or centralized. So the reason why Bitcoin block limit is getting hit is because it's so popular for store of value as a currency, whatever you want to call it. And so everybody wants to use it. Everybody wants to send Bitcoin transactions. So the bus gets full. Everybody buys a ticket and there's no more room. And then the ticket price is going to keep going up. And then you're like, how do we scale? Okay, well, we come up with ways to scale and people ignore them. They have SegWit, we have Layer 2, we have Lightning Network. What's going to happen is once those things propagate and become better supported through software, business software, etc., you're going to be able to do much cheaper transactions that will settle to the blockchain, and you will have your currency, however you want to define it. But there's no different. You don't say because it has a limit, it can't be a currency. It's if people use it as a currency and there's a fee, it's the way it is. Right now, I don't know how you define currency. If currency means that you can transact it without a fee, then no, it will never be a currency.
Oh, I totally misinterpreted the question.
But I think people just need to chill out about that. It's like, just support and propagate the technologies that they are already adding to Bitcoin. If you have developer resources in your company that you can help contribute to them, great. But the way to scale properly is exponential. It is by doing layers. It is by settling to the chain. If you're just increasing the block, you're just going to keep increasing overhead. It means that it's always going to be more and more expensive to run Bitcoin, which just means it will centralize. So, and with forking being a requirement of increasing the block size, I personally don't believe you can fork Bitcoin. Not the way that people use the word hard fork. People think that they can copy Bitcoin and magically force everybody or will everybody to move to their copy, but it's not really possible.
Well,
I think it's possible one day they may design a way to hard fork that's burning the old coins or something and only activates if everybody commits.
okay.
But I don't know if people would do that. Not with the first with Bitcoin, the original chain. There will always forever be an incentive to keep it alive, even if something better exists. So the people that want to take the name Bitcoin, they just want to take the name to co-opt the brand to get people, to trick people into thinking their Bitcoin is the one that you should use. But I just don't think it's ever going to pan out that way.
Oh, shit. Yo, I lucked out. I didn't realize you can go there, but you still can't. That's it. Your guy can't move anymore.
Oh, I'm wrecked.
That's kind of cool. I got lucky there.
Who's we? Hell, you said who do? Hellraise says, what do you think we should do to support SegWit and Lightning Network? Only by choose a SegWit supporting wallet. Well, as a consumer, you move your business, you move your liquidity to people who are doing things you support. I don't know. I won't endorse an exchange if I can avoid it, but I will say that BTC.com recently added SegWit support, and there are exchanges that haven't. So if I had to basically choose one or the other, I would choose them. I would choose a wallet that is actively adding SegWit features like Green Address or Samurai Wallet, and I would boycott people like BitPay, Coinbase, etc. You know, you can act with your money, but you can also leave comments. You can
make content.
Support. You can make content. You can sway public opinion. Whatever.
You can convince Roger Beer to come on your show and then just make content.
Yeah. Disseminate information. I'm not a big, I'm not trying to persuade people. I'm trying to give them information so they can make the right decision.
John wants you to be a sock puppet. So just do that.
Yeah, man. Pump SegWit.
Pump that shit. Oh, it's on now.
I mean, Google, these companies have already, like, Amazon had a coin. It wasn't a cryptocurrency, but they had a coin.
They have coins.
But there is no difference, you understand? Like, if Amazon or Google makes a coin, it is centralized.
I don't think they're going to make one, though, because then they're liable.
More expensive. Yeah, it's just going to be more expensive than if they had used a database coin.
Part of the magic of Bitcoin is that it's decentralized and there's no one focal point. And, like, Satoshi doesn't exist right now because he knows that he would be killed, probably. So, like, like, it's like you don't really want to have one person, like the central people making the money. It's kind of nice that Bitcoin kind of creates itself.
And the larger these organizations, bigger, so the more they're gonna need or want it to be stable, and that's not actual thing you can do unless you just back it by the dollar, back it by something, and then you're like issuing money. It's silly. And this is why things like when you see these people adding tokens to do ICOs, they just like kind of rig. They just make this whole scheme and rig on having in my opinion, like Tyrion.
Yo,
Tyrion
can you talk a little bit closer to the mic? I think you're breaking up a bit.
Sorry. Tyrion didn't need a token, but they came up with a scheme for making one. And what people don't understand about Tyrion is that they need their token to be stabilized. The amount that it costs for a timestamp using their service should be relatively stable. So it means that they have to somehow counter the instability of their publicly traded token, which is nonsense. It's not useful at all. It makes it worse. It doesn't make it better. They'll give you excuses as to why it's better or nicer, bootstrapping the network, etc. But they're a centralized entity using a decentralized Bitcoin to hash information, external information, using the blockchain verifiably. There's no need for all that whole like Goldberg machine or whatever you want to call it. It's like a hamster track.
Yeah, I don't really understand what Tyrion does. I just like.
I'm pretty sure we'll end up talking about it. Me and
That's fine. Yeah, you don't have to do that now.
We'll cover that in depth.
I mean, like he's been a figure in like the dojo and all that stuff for a while, and like I've spoken to him personally, but I don't really understand like any of that shit is. I mean, I know it's supposed to be notarization on the blockchain, but I don't understand really what that means.
It's just like a way of proving that something happened.
Okay.
That data has integrity.
But they're the third party. They're the proof, though, right? And then they're the liability. It's like it's not really part of Bitcoin.
No, you don't necessarily have to trust Tyrion hashed because you just have to, because they have basically a protocol of it's like this is how you use this application to determine what this hash means on Bitcoin, and then you can say, oh yeah, that's true. Is it flawless? Probably not, but it's pretty good. But it's like sort of like a niche market. Like, mom and pop don't need to hash things. Buy hash stamps from Tyrion. This is stuff that like Microsoft, larger organizations are using. I'm not sure, but there is demand for it, and Peter Todd has his own version of it that is not a centralized or a company that's ICOing or such.
Do you think of carbon footprint that maybe people are complaining about? The carbon footprint? I don't know if that matters. What is the carbon footprint? Is I think
he's just saying that wasted energy from.
But that's not. I don't think that's what people realize what that means. I think when people talk about the carbon footprint, like they don't understand that the mining is like the actual part that wastes energy. I think that's some other philosophical thing I haven't, like someone else spoke to me about this, and I was like, you mean the mining thing? Oh no, I was talking about this with my friend at Oracle actually, because they're implementing fucking Ethereum, and it's like, I don't know why they're doing that, but like, he was talking about the carbon footprint. I was like, how does fucking Ethereum fix that? And two, do you even know what that is? And then he was just trying to, like, he doesn't know. Like, people in business don't know what any of this stuff is. They don't understand what proof of work is. They don't understand what proof of stake.
Okay,
they don't understand what blockchain is.
We have has a carbon footprint. Everything that you do to support a money system has an expense. It's going to burn energy.
Yeah.
You have to print dollar bills. You have to create printers to print the dollar bills. You have to have staff to monitor and the quality control and the preventing counterfeiting. There's all kinds of costs put into managing money of any kind that you can think of. And the only way you can have money on is proof of work, is a decentralized, blockchain. You're not going to get it any other way. So supposedly people think you can do proof of stake and do it that way. I'm not well versed on the reasons why it doesn't work, but the people that I do trust the people and respect the people that have said it won't work. I'm not going to pretend that I know the exact technical reasons, but it is what it is.
All the bleepy makes it impossible to listen to the otherwise cool chat, or at least I wanted to listen working on some other things, but with all the game noise, I did miss 99% of it. Sorry.
Is the game too loud?
I thought the game wasn't... Yeah, if the game's too loud, guys, please let us know. I didn't realize it was too loud. I also have it very, very low.
I have it very low on my computer too, so I wouldn't...
You know what? Some of the sound effects... Well, the master volume is on below 50. I turned off the game music, but then the sound effects were kind of low. She's talking about the bleeping. Or she or he. Sharona.
I'll check it out in the stream later. We'll try to get better at this.
Yeah, it's not perfect. We're definitely, the feedback helps though. Thank you.
We'll answer this last question and then we'll call it. Yeah, thanks for the tip, guests.
Appreciate it.
What do you think will happen when Bitcoin futures are working? I don't think anybody really knows. There are some people that think that they've been buying Bitcoin on the market now so they can short futures when they're released. In the end, it's all conspiracy theory till we see what happens. The futures are cash settled, so it's a weird dynamic because they're not actually using Bitcoin. They're kind of tracking Bitcoin through an index. I can't really think how it's going to play out. The easy kind of thing to believe is it's a bunch of new money coming into the base. Bitcoin has been amazingly successful. You'd be a little bit crazy to just feel like all kinds of new money is just going to short it, and if they are going to short it, these are professionals, and you would think they would have some hedging ability and maybe be holding some Bitcoin to cover their asses, because if they short this and they don't have Bitcoin and Bitcoin pumps, we're going to see some fucked up shit happen in futures markets. People are going to get wrecked.
Yeah, I'm like right now is the time. I kind of want to just like sit and like use my credit card and buy Bitcoin because I can do that. Wow, we're getting like a bunch of tips right now. Thank you guys.
Yep. Making it rain.
I feel the love. It's getting sprinkled on my body. Icing, 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 icing. Nice.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Make an account, man. Make an account. Give yourself a name. Come back again. If you make an account, guess with that account, you can do a command in the chat window called /reclaim, and that will move all of the coin. If it doesn't do it automatically, it will move all of the coin from your guest account into your registered account. Yeah,
just don't delete your browser history before you do that.
Don't clear your cache.
Which is most likely what most people will do right after they leave this channel.
I guess we have to stay on until he stops tipping. This is what it's like to be a cam boy.
Damn, baby. I'll take my shirt off.
Eventually we should
do this naked.
I can get a green screen set up, and eventually we should put our little nasty faces on
It's hard. Well, the thing is that I guess we could do it.
I do like being casual and not worrying about it.
Yeah, I definitely don't mind. I was actually I have my green screen set up. I could hop on camera right now. I just don't want to do it. Initially want to do that. Damn.
Stop. We're at like $22.
Is it still? Should I turn off that? We're not getting tips still, are we?
No, it's done.
Yeah, let me just turn off that sound.
It stacks them because the models have vibrating toys that they use that are remote, and so when somebody tips.
Oh, we just got more. All right, never mind.
I get all. So every time it makes a sound, it makes the vibrator buzz. So we have to stack the sounds.
That's how you have it linked up. All right, okay. Maybe we should get vibrating toys, and then that way.
Put them in your butt.
And that way we can.
That's what Bitcoin Uncensored should have did. They should have put a toy in Jenset's butt.
In the what?
They should have put a vibrator in Jenset's butt and let people tip on it. That's what we'll do when we get him on the show.
We're getting DDoSed.
We'll give him a club vibe and let him get tipped in the butt.
That's what I want. What else can you use it for?
Use what for?
The vibration technology. I want to use that for something else. Because I'm not putting a fucking dildo on my ass.
Well, it's like, they're just they have one just vibrators, so it's like, you know, the shape of like a finger or a battery.
Yeah. None of this is going inside of me.
They put it in their panties.
No, I get it. I'm familiar.
Put it on your balls, man.
Yeah. Little ball beanos. Get a little ball beanie action. A vibrating ball beanie. That's what I'm gonna start selling at Monero Apparel. Vibrating ball beanies. Link to your Exotica account. Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
It's like turbo technology.
Jesus Christ. Should I turn off the tip sound?
I turned it off, yeah.
It's coming through the stream, that's why I just.
Because it's gonna take a while, and he's doing the minimum, so.
Turn desktop notifications on, off, open chatterbox. No, I don't mind, dude. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ, I just turned it back on.
Do we have any other questions? Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, any questions or anything like that?
Yeah, anybody have a question that you want answered?
If you find this information
Topics
valuable,
you want us to talk about?
Feel bad for you, but good. Jesus Christ.
I guess we have a game.
Rained.
Good night, Dante. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, Dante. Thanks, man. Don't forget, guys, buy Bitcoin.
Shut up.
Don't forget, if you didn't learn one thing from this whole thing, it's just make sure you spend all your fucking life savings on Bitcoin and make sure it just the price gets really high.
Yeah, fill up all your credit cards, get a mortgage on your house, borrow money from all of your family.
Yeah, if you know somebody, tell them about Bitcoin.
College fund, sell your car, quit college. That's just a waste of money.
Just think about it. It's only like, if you think about it, like more and more people are getting into it. It's already gone up about 10 times in the past 6 months. If you take like if you have like children and you take their entire like college fund, that's like $100,000. You could have like $1 million by the end of the month. So buy Bitcoin. Everybody.
Thanks again, Arliss. If that was you, I think it was. That was awesome.
Yeah, Arliss, man. Thank you so much, dude.
We got 13 MBTC from Arliss. Let's calculate that.
Monero and Bitcoin are not for your mother or father. Unless your mother or father are, like, cool. And then I want to hang out with them.
So we just got $150.
Damn. Yeah, we got to buy some games.
No more of these ghetto Japanese.
We're going to have to upgrade the studio.
Games. Yeah. Time to get a green screen.
Did you guys hate this game? I actually kind of really liked it.
It was relatively to talk while playing.
It was nice to talk while playing. Also, like I said, I used to play chess like competitively, like pretty hardcore when I was younger. And this
I was in chess club.
Really? You were chess club good? There we go. Maybe we should play chess.
Maybe.
Yo, I'll play
I
chess.
haven't played in a very long time.
Yeah,
probably like
it's
20
been a while.
years.
Last time I played chess, I was like fucking super high on coke. It's kind of funny, but anyway.
You mean Coca-Cola, right?
Yeah. Super high,
Yeah.
sugar high. 350 more coming. Need better address. Yeah, we gotta figure that out. I sent another address in. I don't know if that doesn't work or didn't work.
Yeah, did you try the address?
Do you want to try my address again?
I think I know someone at Kraken. I'm gonna bitch at him.
I can also just do a Coinbase address, real quick.
We also need to come up with more show names too.
I'm Uncle Muscles, by the way. If you just thought that was a random address.
Yeah, Uncle Muscles is Devin, and that address 14Z will go to bit by bit if you by tipping there. And it's a lot better if you use the address, because then it all goes to bit by bit. But I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with this through Exotica.
We'll support Exotica.
Yeah, that's true.
That's part of the thing. We'll change our whatever rate. We'll be like whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care. I actually gotta talk to you about that other shit too, because whatever. We'll talk off air, but.
You wanna end this?
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Anybody have any questions or anything like that? We're all done. I sent all that like 10 minutes ago. Weird. It's still processing.
I hope you had fun. We'll try to get better. We'll try to have guests. We'll try to get better.
Yeah, feedback is super valuable to us, man. Like all that stuff is really.
Leave comments if there's topics you want us out, games you want us to play, people you want to have on the show with us. Tell us, please.
Yeah, if you can convince anyone to come on the show with us, that's like super important in Bitcoin. Yeah, we'll play anything.
All right, let's end this.
Okay, guys, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.